So what do you do with a truck that was built with no money, no time, and a bag full of zip ties? Well, this week on More Than Metal, it's going to do everything. Oh, come on. Driving boring cars is boring. If you're like me, you spend a lot of your day commuting, running around in your safe, reliable 1998 Toyota Tercel, or some other kind of highly rated crossover that was built in the last decade. And to top it off, lots of us have a project car that is going to be a real fun thing to drive one day when we get it finished. Well, what's finished? How much is finished? So this week, we intend to find out. So say hello to Mavis, our 1977 Chevy C10. We took 30 days and $600, a little bit over $600, and slapped this little beauty together. So is it perfect? Definitely not. Is it reliable? Yet to be seen. But is it going to help us stand out from the sea of white crossovers out there? I'm pretty sure. So for the next 7 days, this is going to be my daily. I got 3 days till I go back to work. So we're going to try and work out some of the kinks before we actually have to depend on this thing to get us somewhere. But yeah, here we go. So I'm going to say this week has about a 50-50 shot of either ending in having a lot of fun or catastrophic failure of an inline six. And I'm already hearing a little bit of valve train noise. We're going to run it. Echo, come here. Well, that's about it for day one stuff, guys. Made it to town, picked up my dog, and yeah, put on about 30 shakedown miles. So the one thing that's immediately apparent is this thing was not meant to be on the highway. 50 mile an hour, this thing is screaming well over 3,000 RPM. But hopefully she gets us where we're going. It'll just maybe get us there a little slower. We're gonna have to take that carb apart. Still something up with the accelerator pump. Apparently somebody didn't do a very good job cleaning that. And then the one other thing, that apparently when we were putting this thing together, we didn't check the lights because that's 10 cents worth of electrical tape. I'm never getting back. But we're gonna head home. Tomorrow we'll start fixing some of this stuff up, and yeah, hope for good luck on day two. It's hot. It's hot today. So we made it home good last night. We're going to start today off trying to tweak a few things. We're going to pop that carb off, try and get it working a little better. And then we're going to try and swap out this headlight. Because I think the only thing that would be worse for this truck than breaking down on the side of the road is getting pulled over and sent for an inspection. Because I can't say I've checked any rule books, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that warning signs and self-tapping screws aren't an approved floor structure. So. All right, we got her all apart here again, and honestly, I'm not really seeing a lot that's explaining why we're not getting our pump shot. Everything looks pretty clean. Blew it out with air again, we'll see. The only thing that's a little not the way it's supposed to be is this little needle is in our orifice for our pump shot, and it's supposed to be a press fit, but it's falling right out on it. So I don't think that's enough to cause a problem, but if you know a little bit more about these little monojet carbs, because I'm just kind of guessing here, throw it in the comments. Let me know what's wrong. But we'll throw this back together and see if it fixed it up. So our headlight came out in pieces, but that's not the only problem. Still not working because the plug on the back is not so much a plug as it is non-existent. So to recap, we took apart a carb that didn't seem like there was anything wrong with it. We changed the light, it's still not working. And the worst part about it is I'm out of electrical tape. So, awesome. Anyways, might as well clean this up and drive an hour down a highway in 90-degree weather. All right, moment of truth. Batteries on it. Okay, moment of truth. Ha! This is gonna be a good day. All right, hitting the highway with no seatbelts, no floorboards, and one headlight. Just got to blend into the sea of white crossovers. Should be no problem. So 2 days down, and honestly, other than being slower than maple syrup in January, it's running fantastic. Like that little carb fix we did, there must have been something stuck in one of the orifices because that seems to be cured. And yeah, I checked the temp with a heat gun in town when I was washing it, and we're sitting right around 200 degrees. So a little on the hot side, but I'll take it. Even the buzz of that little inliner It's starting to sound pretty good to me. But ask me again on Monday morning at about 4 a.m. when I'm on my way to work and 20 minutes late. But for right now, it's looking pretty good. Tomorrow we got a little bigger test. We got to head into the other shop, do a couple things, and then we're meeting the family down at the lake for a lake day. So we probably got about 80 miles to put on her tomorrow. So she'll be a little bigger test. But right now, I don't see any reason why she's gonna fail. But unless something happens on the way home right now, that'll be it for day 2, and catch up in the morning. All right, start of day 3. Same shirt, different day. And we're not starting off near as good. Came out to the truck, start loading her up, and could smell a distinct smell, and look down, and we got a puddle. So our JB Weld fix on our tank clocked out early, and it's Sunday, and there is nowhere local that I'm going to get a tank for that. So I got to figure out a auxiliary fuel tank to get me to work tomorrow. Ugh. One more quick costume change because I didn't want to ruin my going out blouse. So I'm going to burp gasoline for the next hour and get our auxiliary fuel system in this, and then hopefully get back on the road. Well, I didn't check how much fuel line I had sitting around before I started siphoning, and we're about a foot short. So right now, we got about 1/8 of a tank. We got 20 miles to go to the hardware store. So if we run out, I'm going to have to pour gas back in the tank just to make it there to fix said tank. But on the bright side, I found some electrical tape. So, not that bad of a start. All right, we're restocked on fuel line, hose clamps, and zip ties. Me and Echo made it to the shop fine. So either this thing's more fuel efficient than I thought it was, or that gas gauge isn't very accurate. And I'm probably going to go with the second one. So we'll get this all fixed up and get on our way. Mavis and I are all cleaned up and ready to rock. And we got our Farm Fresh fuel cell ready to go. So worked out nice. We got a rust hole and it's right where we wanted to go through there. So didn't even have to drill a hole, which is good because it would have been a shame to drill a hole in this factory box. Okay, let's go. So we had our first temp light came on. I think it's just a stuck thermostat. Got out and cracked on it a little bit, and she went off. So we'll run her here, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. She'll be okay. She'll be fine. We got a little rain now, and I think that's working in our favor for the overheating. But I got no wipers, and I'm definitely noticing all the holes that I did not fill in this floor. Really great. So we made it out safe and sound last night, although we were bouncing off the temp light the whole time. Got here, had a good time with some friends, and now I'm gonna try and deal with this with a little bit more of a headache. So we're gonna try and limp her home and figure out what's wrong with it. I think the problem is, judging from the gobs of silicone on the thermostat housing, that we don't actually have a thermostat in there. So we'll get her home, see if we can figure this out. We're 2 miles down the road and we're already overheating, so This could be a long drive. So if we blow that head gasket, this challenge is over. So we made it home. Only one cool down break in the middle, so not too bad. But I'm gonna let Mavis cool down a little bit, and I'm gonna head into the house, have something to eat, and contemplate some of my life choices. Daddy! So I had topped up our coolant earlier, off screen, and ended up what I thought was over full. It had blown out, and everything was wet in here. But what had actually happened is this siphon hose was only about 2 inches into our tank. So when it looked like our system was full, it actually wasn't siphoning anything back out of here. So all it was doing was putting our coolant in here when the pressure rise, and then it couldn't suck enough back up. So I think, fingers crossed, we may have got an easy one with this one. We took it for a burn, and seems like our cooling issue is gone for now. But I do have a thermostat, so I'm going to throw that in the glove box, because tomorrow we're back to work, and this thing actually has a place to get me. And hopefully the next few days go better than the last few. Well, it's Monday morning. We wanted to give ourselves a little extra time, so it's like 4:30 in the AM. This was a dumb idea. And I don't have a cup holder. This little buzz box will definitely wake you up in the morning. And it's a good thing we don't have an interior, because there would be coffee on every inch of it. But she made it safe and sound. Stayed cool, so that little fix must have smartened it up. So we're gonna head into work for the next 12 hours, and Mavis can have a little rest after a job well done. Well, not too bad of a day at the old steel mill. It's kind of funny, this morning, by the time I got out of this truck, I was pretty ready to get out of this truck. My commute in the morning is usually about 40 minutes. This morning it was about 50. And she's all highway, so 50 minutes of screaming at 3,500 RPM at 4:30 in the morning was enough. But as the day went on, I kind of got more and more excited about the drive home. So it kind of makes it worth it a little bit more. And now that I don't have a set time that I have to get there, it's kind of nice that I can take it a little easier and just enjoy it a little bit more. Well, just had a fantastic drive home. Mavis is running awesome. That little sixer is kind of a sweet little motor. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to cut this challenge off at 5 days. I can hear it starting to eat a wheel bearing. And as much as that's not a big deal, when I'm working 12-hour shifts, when I get home, this time's for those 2 beautiful girls I got in there. So it'll have to wait for another day off because I'm not willing to put myself in danger or anybody else on the road. So we'll get her fixed up proper and have her out again. But let me know what you think should be next for Mavis. We've been talking about that big block swap, but maybe we run that sixer for a little while, put a little more time into the interior, or put a proper floor in it. I think we did end up proving that you don't have to have that perfect project to take it out and enjoy it. That old car or truck sitting in the backyard, clean the carb, throw some gas in it, and take it to the lake, take it to work, go have fun with it. I really do appreciate you guys watching, and I would love it if you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Give me a reason to keep doing this. So stick around. I'll throw up the C10 playlist so you can watch how we stuck this thing together. And if you got time, take a look at my selling dream cars video. I'll kind of show you what else we got coming up, what all those projects are about, kind of what I'm about and what the channel's about. So yeah, like, subscribe. Till next time.